they'll play you out the streets. You can't sleep where you sleep.
Yeah.
Lay on you, you can't let me know where you be. You can't let them murder you.
You just tuned in to
The streets don't love, the streets don't love, the streets don't love me. I got demons
the
all
Smoking
inside
Quote
trying to
Show.
control me.
No, let me say that right. The Smoking Quote Show. It's yours truly, Sean C.H.A.R.M. That right. Cause you can't hate a real motherfucker. And you know Cash honestly ain't real money, man. Shout out to the soundtrack. Y'all already know, man. I'ma hold this shit down on the dolo, man. Shout out to Kids No Seeds. You know he out handling business. So I'ma hold it down, man. I'ma keep the pot warm. You hear what I'm saying? Hey, that little song, that be jamming, man. That Streets Don't Love Me, man. Speaking of Streets Don't Love Me, man, we got to shout out to everybody that locked down right now. You hear what I'm saying? Y'all already know we always gonna touch on the current events, shit like that going down, man. We did see that they freed that boy Young Thug, man. Young Thug came home. YSL case is officially goddamn over. Well, it's not over. You still got 2 defendants still up there, man. And the boy gon' best wishes for them boy, man. They come out on, you know what I'm saying, on top. Out there, but Young Thug was able to beat the Rico, they say. Bro came home with 15-year probation. Shit. It's better than 25 years of life. I think his attorney and shit, everybody kind of wanted him to keep fighting for it, you know what I'm saying? Cause man, that's the worst motherfucking demonstration you can see from a county court. I mean, the state of Georgia is definitely embarrassed probably off of that shit. I ain't even no problem in it, man. The DA office, everybody look lousy than a motherfucker. They ain't have no evidence on the man. Everybody kind of knew he was gonna come home. But, you know, you got critics. You always gonna have the critics talking this shit, man. He should have came home with nothing. No felonies, no charges, drop it. And then, you know, I come to think, if they would have dropped all that shit, would Thug be able to come back and sue the county, sue the state of Georgia for shit, wrongfully accusing, false imprisonment? That shit can go on and on. But yeah, man. Shout out to YSL. Shout out to all them boys that came home. Hey, man, free Lucci, too. Lucci coming home soon. Y'all already know I'm ATLian, man, so, you know. I want to see everybody come home, man. We ain't picking no sides. Free everybody, man. Shout out to Lucci, man. Luke, my partner. But, yeah, man, shit, it was some more news about, and I hate to be the news reporter. I'm not no fucking news reporter. But Bankroll Fresh. No, not Bankroll Fresh. R.I.P. Bankroll Fresh. I meant to say Bankroll Freddie. They say Bankroll Freddie got 12 years and a half. I seen he posted something on the Instagram too, man. Shit kind of fucked up, but let me see if I can pull up what he posted. But I mean, man, they really clamping down on the rappers and shit, man. God damn. I mean, for me to have a, you know what I'm saying, hip-hop background and shit just really make you think like, God damn, man, being a rapper got to be one of the motherfucking dangerous job in the motherfucking world. Niggas want to kill you. Goddamn, folk want to open up a case on you. It just kind of fucked up. But yeah, Bankroll Freddie, if you don't know who Bankroll Freddie is, a rapper out of Arkansas. He was signed to QC. But yeah, I think they sentenced his brother the other day to goddamn 12 years and a half, man. I noticed in one of his captions on his most recent post, it say, ain't no way these folk gave me 12 years and a half on marijuana and a gun. And he was a first-time offender. So he never been in no trouble. So he say my guideline went from 60 to 78 months, which is 5 to 6.5 years, to 9 and 10 years, to 9 to 10 years off of bogus upward variance, right? These prosecutors and judges have a vendetta against me in my state for fighting them. Every charge I beat on my case, they gave me upward variance. If that's the case, I could have just copped the plea for less time than that. Come on, make it make sense. The judge and the prosecutor mad I went to trial and beat 7 out of 10 charges, and I didn't bow down to them. This is cruel and an unusual punishment. I would not go for this. I'm going to fight for my life and what's right. I got 5 kids who love me dead. I'm not finna just let them folk do just anything to me. We finna stand up and fight the system. It's people with way worse charges than me, criminal history terrible, and got less time than me. This is personal. They got some personal against me, and this ain't right. We gotta stand up. Racism is real, especially in my state, Arkansas. These people got less time for murder than I got for marijuana. I can't go for that. Damn. Man, free Bankroll Freddie, man. That shit there is fucked up. I mean, we all do know in America we got a fucked up ass judicial system, man. This shit fucked up out here. And by me being, a scholar, a student of substantive law, I know how crooked this shit get. I know exactly, specifically the motherfucking problem in the judicial system. You know what I'm saying? They not following the Constitution for one. You just start there and they can really solve most of the motherfucking problem. These folks took oaths to uphold the goddamn Constitution. You know what I'm saying? They took oaths of office so they can become the public official that they is, so they can get the little immunity and the status and the goddamn, all the little status they get, all the power they get. So they got to take an oath. For the people that don't know that, for folks that listening, every public official, I'm talking about the police, the sheriff, the goddamn prosecutors, the judges, even the attorneys, all of them have to be sworn in, take an oath to uphold the state constitution and the United States Constitution. You know what I'm saying? They swear that they gonna uphold that. Why? Because the Constitution is really in place to chin check their ass and protect the people. It's there to protect the people. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucked up, man. I mean, every day, somebody getting locked up for a victimless crime. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta think about how many people locked up for goddamn charges. They been found, most of the time, it was so crazy. Most of the time motherfuckers plea out. That was so crazy about the system. Folks plea out. They never really get to tell their whole story. They never get to tell their side of the story. Just whatever the charges is that. And then, the charges get dropped. They reduce the charges. And that's some funny shit right there. If you get charged with something, and then all of a sudden, nigga reduce your charge to something else, or they gonna charge you with a lesser crime, but that lesser crime ain't even what you initially got accused for. So how in the fuck do you reduce a charge and just charge a nigga for something else that hold less weight or whatever may have you, but it ain't even what I did? You know what I'm saying? Then a nigga plea out. You know what I'm saying? Most folks don't make it to trial and shit like that. So it's a fucked up judicial system, man. So the judges, the prosecutor, none of them motherfuckers really is abiding by the U.S. Constitution. They operating under the state constitution, which just create its own laws, and then the U.S. Constitution say the state can't create its own laws. It can create its own rules and laws, but it can't create laws. You can't create state laws and enforce them on the people. Put it like that. Those are called statutes of law, codes, ordinances. Yeah, I know a little bit about a lot now. But if they not following the Constitution, so a motherfucker really out here, really they the criminals. The judges, the prosecutors and shit, they the criminals. That's why you see Bankroll Freddie, free that boy Bankroll Freddie. I don't know him personally, but like I say, I don't wish death or jail really on my worst enemy. You feel me? If you want something dead, you just kill it. But you don't really wish prison on nobody. Even though it's there for certain type of motherfuckers. Certain type of motherfuckers is goddamn Jail is built for them type of motherfuckers. But when you in there for a victimless crime, look, if a motherfucker ain't walked in the courtroom and pointed at you, somebody physically got to walk in the courtroom and say, this person harmed me, injured me, or damaged my property, or breached the contract with me. If you ain't breached no contract, or you ain't physically injured nobody or damaged their property, it's really no crime that's being committed. Motherfuckers gotta read, bro. Then you gotta know, man, it's just a lot, man. That conversation go on, and people be prompting me to talk about certain topics and shit. But it's just fucked up when you see people really get mistreated by the judicial system when they're supposed to be fair. Everybody supposed to have due process of law. Everybody supposed to have a fair trial. You supposed to be innocent to proven guilty. This shit don't work like that. It's really a motherfucking slavery show. It's all about money. If you know what a CUSIP is and you know that the court is really a bank and it's just big business, man. It's human trafficking, it's fucking slavery. And it's fucked up to see motherfuckers get manipulated and taken advantage of and ain't nothing they can do. And then you pay a goddamn attorney, pay a lawyer to help you out, and this motherfucker can't really do nothing. You know why? Because he a member of the bar. The fucking court, he's an officer of the court, so the court is his first priority. He can't even have your best interest in heart. For real. And what you really need him to do lawfully, he can't do it. He's bound by what you call the Federal Rules of Civil Procedures. He can only do procedures. He can't really help you get no remedy. And he an officer of the court. So, of course, he sip coffee and sip a little tea with the judge and with the prosecutor. All along colleagues, they work together. After your case, you don't think them folks get to see each other again and work with each other? Hell yeah. It's fucked up, man. Free everybody that's down in the chain gang, man, on some bullshit, man. You definitely, it's definitely people on the outside that's fighting for a bigger cause to kind of put a stop to certain shit. You know what I'm saying? And once this shit get televised, it's like the YSL case, for that shit to be really put out in the public for everybody to see how Fulton County is functioning. And like you say, by Thug having the resources he had and goddamn, the notoriety and the fame, eyes was there, people paying attention. But it's people getting locked up and fucked up in the system every motherfucking day. In similar situations like a Young Thug or whoever, and nobody ever get to talk about it, nobody get to know them. Folks just, shit fucked up, man. Shit fucked up. It can happen to anybody. You know what I'm saying? So, man, free all my dogs, man. Free everybody that's down the road, man. If you got somebody down the road, look out for them. If you can, put them something on their books. I know how it is, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you be like, man, some people put themselves in situations and got their own self, but hey, man, but I get it. When you behind the walls, man, a letter, something on your books for commissary, man, that shit mean a lot. To get some mail, that shit mean a lot. So, hey, you got a loved one, got somebody in there, man, and you know they really rightfully don't deserve to be incarcerated, man, look out for them and support them, man. They need it, man. Trust me. They need it. But yeah, man, on the Smoking Quote show, man, we just here, man. We just giving y'all the content. We just gonna keep the ball rolling, man. As we get bigger and expand, we give gratitude from the bottom to the top for everybody that listen, anybody that support, anybody that tune in. If it wasn't for y'all, it wouldn't be shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Got to have motherfuckers listening, tuning in. Facts about that. Man, I don't know what was going on in the city today. I promise I ran through Atlanta and traffic was so far. I don't know if the president was here or an accident happened or some, always some shit popping off. I ain't really hearing nothing extravagant on the news or on the radio or no shit like that, but I'm talking about they had the highway blocked off. The city was fucked up. And this was on a Sunday. If you live in a city where you got traffic 7 days a damn week, man, shout out to the Smoking Quote show, man. We feel your pain, man. We know how it is trying to go from point A to point B and it goddamn traffic every motherfucking well. Especially in Atlanta, man. You got so many tourists You got so many people that don't move here. You feel what I'm saying? So the roads are congested. You know what I'm saying? The roads congested, man. Traffic. Then you got motherfuckers looking in the GPS. They don't know how to get around. You got motherfuckers, in the phone. All kind of shit going on, man. I always wonder, how the hell is it traffic on the goddamn highway and ain't no red lights? Ain't nobody ever wondered that. I always wonder, how in the hell do you have gridlock, bumper-to-bumper traffic, and it ain't no red lights on the goddamn highway? I mean, the highway goes, it goes for fucking hundreds of thousands of miles. It goes forever down there, right? Ain't no damn red lights. But you got traffic. Now, if it's an accident, I can get it stopping up. You know what I'm saying? And as we going up the highway, it's like bodies of water, like we just flowing through there. So if it's an accident, something stop, one of the lanes get cut off, it like building a dam in the in the river or something, and you stopping the water from flowing and it bag up. But I remember even when I was little, I used to think that shit, like, the fuck ain't no goddamn red lights, but we in traffic. Motherfuckers need to learn how to drive, man. Then motherfuckers, it's crazy how you see the train and everybody got somewhere to be at the same damn time. You ever notice that shit? Everybody go to work at the same time. Everybody get off work at the same time. But I don't know what the fuck be going on the weekend. On a fucking Sunday, the road supposed to be clear, man. Straight up. Yeah, man, I'm gonna do the Strand shout out of the hour. We're gonna start doing the Strand shout out of the day, because get what? I might smoke a different strand in the next hour. You know what I'm saying? I might be smoking a different strand. So what I'm blowing on right now, what we blowing on right now, bro? I think I had just, you know what, we've been blowing that so much, I already gave it a shout out to Positive Exotics and the Cherry Michelada. We definitely got that in rotation. I think this is the, what was this? Oh, some lemon cherry gelato. Lemon cherry gelato, and I know people might be like, hey, nah, but I promise you, this lemon cherry gelato right here is smoking. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think about what's going on in the cannabis community these days, man? I got a partner that was talking to me, hit me up, man. He was kind of complaining, man. Motherfuckers is complaining about what's kind of going around right now with these terpene sprayed flower, man. What y'all think about the terpenes? Now, I've had it before, and I know it's a process to get the flower the way you're supposed to get it. You got people that spray the terpenes on there with the spray. You got people that got the fusion box, where it's infused, right? That costs a few $1,000s. And then I met a person, I won't disclose his identity, but I met a person, and this guy said that he grew, like he said, I got the terpenes, but mine's is not sprayed, mine not in the fusion box. It ain't like everybody else shit. He said that they grow it with it. They actually grow the flower with the enhanced terpenes in it, so it still come out flavorful. And he had all Airhead themed flower. So it's kind of interesting, man. I don't know. I kind of like, me, I ain't the biggest fan of the terpene spray and all that shit, but I tell you what, I do put some live resin in my roll-ups. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna put some of them diamonds in that thing. You know what I mean? Shout out to Whole Milks. You know what I mean? We smoking on some Whole Milks. Some of the tropical, I got the tropical volume, man, smoking good. Blowing like a motherfucker, man. You fire this up in any room, they gonna be like, boy, let me hit that, what that is. I'm trying to smoke the best of the best, man. Smoke the best of the best right here on the Smoking Quote Show. We gonna smoke good and we gonna quote good. That's right. Give you a little homework sometime. Now, as you look into our show, you want to understand there's gonna be a platform that you can always come get informed. We wanted to be a place where you can come get informed, not just with local news or, hip hop gossip or, urban news, not just news. We want to talk about asymmetric information. We want to talk about private information sometimes that's not always talked about, in the public or in the common conversation. Or we just talking about things that's being revealed. Because, we living in the days of revelations, man, they say. So a lot of this shit is definitely being revealed to us, man. I mean, everything coming to the light. It's to the point where you can't tell a lie and it last long these days. If your ass tell a lie, you gon' 8 times out of 10, your ass gonna get caught. If a bitch lying to you, you gonna be able to peep out. If you got a fake ass partner, he gonna be able to see, man. He gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be shown. It's gonna be revealed. Ain't nothing they can do. Yeah, man, on the Smoking Quote Show, man, stay tuned. I'm gonna play a soundtrack for you. Y'all already know we have all in-house production, all in-house soundtrack for the movie that we be making for all the listeners. So stay tuned in, man. I'm gonna let this record spin. We're gonna take a quick break, smoke break, however you wanna do it. Run to the bathroom, do what you need to do, warm your food up. Use an air fryer or the oven. I hope by now y'all done threw the microwaves away. Don't have no gas. I ain't got no microwave in my kitchen. I ain't judging nobody, but get rid of that microwave. Use an air fryer or warm your shit up in the oven, man. Straight up. All right, stay tuned.
I'm bringing them Chevys out. I pulled up in the motherfucking free my niggas, let them out the box. All my work came out the box. Trap smart, gotta think out the box. Your good, just let me hit that box. Shooting that nigga down like the box. Hang boy, I'll put you in the box. All my sticks fresh out the box. No bank account, just a shoebox. Free my niggas, let them out the box. All my work came out the box. Trap smart, gotta think out the box. Your good, just let me hit that box. Shooting that nigga down like the box. Hang boy, I'll put you in the box. All my sticks fresh out the box. No bank account, just a shoebox. I'm throwing roaches off the yacht. Yellow tuss, I'm sipping snaps. Smash these hoes, don't tie no knots. Cameras up at all my spots. See my watch ain't number rocks. Look like Slick Rick jewelry box. I'm a dog and she a fox. But Mac ain't never love no thought. You think we cool, but we not. No police, but we strapped up with them sticks just like a SWAT. I'm rolling up that rapper weed on my speaker box. I'm playing with a lot of speed, scratching off the lot with the pink slip in my glove box. Let them out the box. All my work came out the box. Trap smart, gotta think out the box. Your good, just let me hit that box. Shooting that nigga down like the box. Hang boy, I'll put you in the box. All my sticks fresh out the box. No bank account, just a shoebox. Free my niggas, let them out the box. All my work came out the box. Trap smart, gotta think out the box. Your good, just let me hit that box. Shooting that nigga down like the box. Hang boy, I'll put you in the box. All my sticks fresh out the box. No bank account, just a shoebox.
DJ Plug, you just cute.
Yeah.
Atlanta man, yeah. Honda stash. I like my weed to have some taste to it. Sipping that lean and slow me down just like
The Smoking Quote Show.
I'm in a marathon.
This is a podcast. This is not a radio station. I can't keep playing all them good soundtracks for y'all like that, man. Just had to take a quick little smoke break, man. I came back, you know what I'm saying? Really didn't even go nowhere. Cause I be right here with y'all the whole time, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, this ain't really a radio show. This is a podcast. But we add a little soundtrack to the movie. You dig what I'm saying? Man, I was just thinking about something, man. I don't know why. Maybe because we on the Smoking Quote Show. I just thought about clones, bro. I don't know why the blue. I just thought about clones. How real is that shit? Do motherfuckers really believe in clones and shit? Y'all know how when some motherfuckers get out of jail and shit, I don't want to say it, cause I don't ever want to act like I believe in a rumor, but you know how you'll see motherfuckers or something happen to a celebrity and then I was saying you hear it in the streets or see it on the internet that motherfucker a clone. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember back in the day, the nigga B.O.B. had done came out And he was talking about he saw the Clone Factory and shit like that. Y'all remember that? What's up with B.O.B. too, man? Shout out to B.O.B. Niggas ain't really seen or heard from bruh in a minute. I think after a lot of engagements and shit he spoke on, he kind of got got out of the scene. I don't think nothing happened to him or nothing like that, of course, but B.O.B. was a fire artist out of A. But yeah, clones, man, I don't know. I think clones might be real. They show it in movies. I remember this fucking movie, The Island. I used to watch that shit. And The Island was about really these motherfuckers. It's an old movie, this shit probably before 2010. Anyway, if I tell the movie it's old, y'all can go watch the shit. But anyway, it's basically about motherfuckers clones. These motherfuckers was clones and they didn't know they were clones. They were like in this world, right? They was in the world, and to them, they was told that the outside world was contaminated and poisoned and shit like that, and that they couldn't be on the outside, so they had to be within these little super space age ass facilities they had for motherfuckers that they lived in. They were like super luxury looking tight hotels, but they were really like a jail, but it was really like a hotel. You know what I'm saying? It was neat, high tech shit, state of the art, AI type shit. You know what I mean? You had something that talked to you in the morning. You know, your food was prepared, your clothes folded up in a neat ass drawer and all that shit. So supposedly wasn't no live, nothing was alive on the outside. So one day the motherfucker found the insect or some shit. So he tend to think that shit, if ain't nothing, everything dead outside, how the fuck is the insect in this motherfucker, right? So come to find out, they do this research, come to find out this nigga was a clone. And everybody inside this little facility was clones. And goddamn, really what they was insurance policies. They were like life insurance policies for rich ass people. Like to get a clone, that shit was costing like $5 million in a movie, right? So you buy a clone, so in case your ass gets sick or you need a body part or something, you had a copy of yourself in this little facility, and they growing and living and shit like this, and goddamn, if you needed an organ or something like that, you could just take it out, basically out yourself, because they clone you. You feel me? So anyway, they end up finding out, and they broke loose and found the people who insurance policy they was and shit. It is crazy. Shit called The Island. But they were clones and shit. So I was thinking about that shit like, damn, what if clones was an insurance policy your ass can get? Like how the movie was saying. That's some crazy shit. Your ass can get a clone of yourself, and then supposedly they can help you extend your life. Like you can live longer because you got a clone. Because that's what all the rich folk wanted to do. They wanted to live longer. So they had a clone and shit. So this motherfucker just grew in a fucking water bag and was a real test tube, baby. And goddamn, this motherfucker is a clone. Look just like your ass, identical. And all that shit. That's some deep shit. But I think clones might be motherfucking real. I ain't no real conspiracy theories. I like to deal with facts and truth. But clones, I believe they do exist. Because you can clone things. Things can be cloned, copied. You see twins. You see people that's fraternal and identical twins. That's kind of like a clone naturally, but I'm talking about like you can clone a motherfucker, take his DNA, take his motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, take his motherfucking atoms and protons, electrons, and all that shit and copy that shit. And I don't know, man. Maybe the elite, maybe the rich folks on the other side might know more about that shit on if it's true. But hey, you done heard people speak out on that shit about motherfucking clones. A goddamn clone. They could be walking amongst us and shit and we don't even know, motherfucker clone. But I do know you got different species of fucking humans. Did you know that shit? Like you got different species of people. You got motherfucking man, you got mankind, then you got human. Them all three different type of motherfuckers. Now, which one you is? You know what I'm saying? Something to think about, man. That's a smoking quote. Something to think about, but that's some deep shit, clones. But on the other hand, the internet, man, I was thinking about how the internet done kind of changed the world, changed lives. Have you ever thought about how much the goddamn internet done changed your life? How it done changed the world around you? You know what I'm saying? How much you indulge with the internet? How much do we depend on the internet? If that motherfucker got unplugged right now, will my life stop? Will my life be, you know what I'm saying? Will that shit affect me? You know what I'm saying? Cause I know how I act when I leave the motherfucking phone at the house. Nigga, you leave the phone at the house, your ass finna buck a U-turn, turn around, your shit kind of fucked up. So the phone connected to the goddamn internet. I remember back in the hood, I was probably about 16. And my partner KT, man, shout out to KT, man. I don't know where KT at right now. I hope you doing good, but KT, man, you know, I was thugging back then. And KT was a goddamn, he was a live wire type of nigga, right? And we you know, the internet back then was kind of new and shit. But this nigga said to me, he was like, yeah, bro, think about it. He said it's Satan, it's the devil. You know, he was, this motherfucker was a live wire type of nigga. He the type of motherfucker was always talking about Satan and the devil. He had 666 tatted on him and all that shit way back then, right? But when we got to talking about the internet, he was like, yeah, man, the devil, and, you know, KT was like, internet, listen to it, into the net. Then he was like, the web. What got a web? He was like, a spider web. And I was like, damn, nigga, I ain't never thought about that shit. And motherfucker gotta really pay attention to words, bro. Sometimes a motherfucker can finesse your ass with a word. On how they spell it, how they use it, a word. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that shit put right in your motherfucking face and you don't even motherfucking notice that shit. A word. Words carry spells. Motherfuckers gotta know that about language and about words. Words carry spells. Hell, how the fuck can you put a word together? You gotta spell it. You gotta take a goddamn combination of letters and you put them together in a format or in an order that's called spelling. And then the word is spelled and it carries a spell. Folks don't really think it's that literally, but it is. It carries a motherfucking spell. Yeah, a spell like fucking witches and warlocks and all that shit. Words carry a spell, and we are word-controlled people. Motherfucker can say something to you, and it can ruin your day or make your day. Change your attitude, fix your attitude, make you feel loved, or make you feel hated. You dig what I'm saying? So we word-controlled people, like a motherfucker. So the internet has changed the world like a motherfucker. I mean, we really kind of living in the goddamn Jetson days. This shit, the Jetsons, I don't know if y'all old enough, I might be telling my age, but back in the day, we had a cartoon called Jetsons. And that shit was like futuristic, man. They had flying cars and fire little goddamn houses and shit, maids, robots. They had a robot for a maid. In the Jetson movement, this shit was back in the goddamn 90s. You know what I'm saying? So, the internet done really got down, sped shit up, and it done bought a lot of information. You know what I'm saying? It done good and it done bad. You know what I'm saying? And what's so deep is changing industries. Like, the fucking internet is intertwined with the motherfucking AI. You know what I'm saying? The AI tethered with the robots. All this shit being ushered in, this shit affecting industries. This shit might go all the way down to affect your goddamn job. Depending on where you working, depending on what your occupation is, that shit can affect your job. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what industry you in. Motherfucker might call you one morning and say, hey man, we don't need you. The goddamn robot here. That's some deep ass shit. Some deep ass shit to think about. AI coming to do every motherfucking thing for you. I pulled up in the fast food spot the other day. I shouldn't be eating that shit. But I don't know. I can't remember where I was at. I don't even want to say which one I'm here because I get ass some free promo. And y'all know on the Smoking Quote Show, they need to be goddamn giving us some sponsorships for this goddamn promo. But anyway, I pulled up at a fast food restaurant and there wasn't nobody talking to me. It was a real robot. It was an AI system asking me what I wanted to order. Did I want cheese, ketchup, whatever I wanted? And that motherfucker did a pretty good job. It took my order good ahead, understood what I was saying. And shit, eventually, hell, they ain't gonna need no nigga in the window. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to pull up, talk to the robot at the thing, order your goddamn your chicken, your biscuits, whatever, your burger, and then goddamn pull around and the shit be in a little box. You know what I mean? Coming down the line, goddamn, ain't no telling, bro, what the fuck they might do. I know that boy, what's the owner of Tesla? My boy Elon Musk. Man, that man, goddamn, first of all, that motherfucking, ain't nothing really been made like that Cybertruck. Ain't no other SUV vehicle like that been made that's been that extravagant, I think, since the motherfucking Hummer, right? Now, this goddamn Cybertruck is a motherfucker. And this nigga, I watched the interview, this nigga say they got like 1 million motherfucking orders, like back orders. Like they done sold the fuck out of Cybertruck. Like that shit done so good. And it's crazy. There's a guy in my neighborhood got one. And I was looking at it, I'm like, damn, that motherfucker fire. He looked like I want to drive one. I done drove a Tesla. I done drove electric vehicles. But I want to drive that goddamn Cybertruck. See how fast it is. I know that bitch fast. All them electric cars are fast as fuck. And what's going on now, Elon Musk is coming out with a vehicle. I forget which one it is. He may have already got it done, but he coming out with one. This motherfucker supposed to go from 0 to 60 in a second. Type shit. And they coming out with a car. This car is basically gonna fly. I think that's the one that's gonna do 0. So you gotta think about 0 to 60 in a goddamn second. Nigga, that's fast as hell. And I know when I drive them electric vehicle, I put that bitch in sport. When I hit that acceleration, that motherfucker, hey, it go. It literally go. It like it skip. You know what I'm saying? It's electric, so it ain't really working out the gas. I don't think no fluids gotta go through the hoses and all of that shit like that. If you know what I'm saying, to accelerate, like a gas engine probably had to do. If that bitch electric, you hit that gas, that motherfucker go. No hesitation. No hesitation. But yeah, technology is developing. AI is definitely here. And you gotta know, I always remember, man, the shit that they showing us or the shit they giving us, probably 10 years motherfucking old. They been had the shit before we got it. You know, after they give it to us, they have already figured out how to control it or, make mass production of it. You know, they are able to monetize it, and then they release it to the public. So just imagine all the shit that ain't even came out yet. And y'all know we finna go into quantum physics. You don't know what quantum physics is? Quantum physics is when, I'm talking about like instead of a lot of shit being physical, it'll be like you in the air with it. Like you got like a projection screen or some shit like that you touching. You know, you see that shit in the movies. Yeah, they got that shit. Hologram type of shit. You know what I'm saying? All that shit coming. That shit gonna be so fire. Yeah. But get what? The truth is, all of this technology and all this shit ain't new. They say ain't nothing new under the sun. All of this technology and AI and all this robotic shit, electric shit we seeing is actually ancient and old. Can you believe that? Can you really imagine that? Cause we looking at today's modern day time and looking at all the toys and looking at all the, the shit we got now. Cell phones and, electric cars, goddamn, whatever. But I just forgot what I was finna say. But at the end of the day, yeah, we had a little commotion in the studio just then. Kind of threw me off. Didn't throw me off my rocker, but on here. But for sure, technology and everything is developing, man. And we kind of got to embrace ourselves with the time. You can't be, predated, outdated, I'm going to say. I'm sorry. You can't be outdated. You got to keep up with the times and shit, man. One day your ass going to get older and older and you don't want to be out the loop. You see some of these folks, they can't even work their phone. They can't work a goddamn computer. especially the elders. And you got the little generation up on it. Some of these folks don't really know how to do that shit. So you gotta move with the time, man. You gotta move with the money, man. Time and money, money at time. You gotta move with that shit, keep up with this shit, man. For shit show. Smoking Quote Show, man. I appreciate y'all listening, man. We're gonna take another smooth break, man. Just to play a little soundtrack for you. Again, it's not a radio station, it's a podcast, but we like to add a little soundtrack to you. Smoking Quote Show, Sean.